Hello and welcome to Thursday. We are into Job chapter 14, completing the first third of Job today. I am also starting the second row on the left hand of my cross arms today, if you sort of mean, on my Lenten journey, as we head towards Holy Week and Easter in the middle. Easter Day is the day that we'll finish our journey through Job. Today we're on chapter 14, which, as I say, is the completion of the first third of the book. And everything's fallen apart in Job's life, and three comforters come and try to help him: Eliphaz, Bildad and Zophar. They've spoken their first time each to him, and Job hasn't been very impressed with what they've said, and really it wasn't particularly helpful. But Job just wants to talk to God to know why his life has fallen apart and what he's done wrong, and wants to make his case to God and to hear God speak, and to explain, to have God explain to Job what it is that's happened. Really, that's what Job wants. And Job is continuing his prayer to God in chapter 14. We're using the contemporary English version, which I think has been really good. I've really enjoyed the way that it's phrased things, and the words that Job uses. They are really recognisable words for anybody who finds themselves in hard times and in tough times with difficult situations. And I think it's a really good book to be thinking about in Lent, as well as we focus upon God, because that is what Job is doing. Job is focusing on God in the midst of his circumstances. So let's hear what Job says to God today in chapter 14 of the book of Job. Job says this: "Life is short and sorrowful for every living soul. We are flowers that fade and shadows that vanish. And so I ask you, God, why pick on me? There's no way a human can be completely pure. Our time on earth is brief. The number of our days is already decided by you. Why don't you leave us alone and let us find some happiness while we toil and labour? When a tree is chopped down, there is always the hope that it will sprout again. Its roots and stump may rot, but at the touch of water, fresh twigs shoot up. Humans are different. We die, and that's the end. We are like streams and lakes after the water has gone. They fall into the sleep of death, never to rise again until the sky disappears. Please hide me, God, deep in the ground, and when you are angry no more, remember to rescue me. While we humans live again, will we humans live again? I would gladly suffer and wait for my time. My Creator, you would want me, you would call out and I would answer. You would take care of me, but not count my sins. You would put them in a bag, tie it tight and toss them away. But in the real world, mountains tumble and rocks crumble, streams wear away stones and wash away soil, and you destroy our hopes. You change the way we look, then send us away, wiped out forever. We never live to know if our children are praised or disgraced. We feel no pain but our own, and when we mourn, it's only for ourselves." That's the end of Job chapter 14. Job is really at such a low ebb, and he just wants his life to end, really. And he sort of recognizes this death that comes, but even in the death, in this kind of finality of life that he sees in death, he does even then recognize that there is, at the end of time, a coming again, and he wants God to let him die and then to remember at the end of time to call him back to life and to call him to be with God once again. Really is quite a beautiful, beautiful reading. Please hide me, God, deep in the ground, and when you are angry no more, remember to rescue me. Wow. Such real words. That's what every single time I read this, I'm just absolutely struck by the reality, the integrity of these words, and the recognisability of them as well. Words that come from the heart of someone in deep despair. Join me tomorrow. We're going to find out what Eliphaz says, having heard the argument of the others and having heard Job's response. We're going to hear what Eliphaz says to Job to try and comfort him again as he comes a second time to speak to Job. Come and join me then as we come towards the end of the week. I'll see you then. Have a really good day. All the very best. God bless. Bye-bye.